didn't, but my show did. But that's
Yes,
like me
Mary.
getting nominated, isn't it?
Get out of my way.
Hey, Mary, congratulations.
Oh, Murray, you too.
Before streaming took over, the Mary Tyler Moore Show turned Minneapolis into TV's most unexpected hub for laughter and change. Even die-hard fans might have missed these quirky production secrets and background oddities. Here are 10 truly surprising facts you never knew about Mary's world, counted down to the weirdest of all. Number 1. Sue Ann Nivens was written for Betty White at the last minute. Let's go back to 1973, deep into the heart of the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Picture the bustling newsroom, laughter wafting through CBS studios. Out of nowhere, a sudden plot hole opened in Season 4, leaving the writers scrambling for a fix. Their solution? Create a brand new character, Sue Ann Nivens, the happy homemaker herself. Enter Betty White, invited at practically the last minute to breathe life into someone who, just days earlier, did not exist. From her very first appearance, Sue Ann was deliciously perfect. Sweet on the outside, sharp as glass underneath. Viewers fell in love with White's sparkling wit and wicked, knowing grin. Betty White's performance was so powerful, she won back-to-back Emmys in 1975 and 1976 for this late-blooming role. It's hard to imagine WJM without that mischievous glint, but Sue Ann almost never happened at all. The show was never quite the same, in the very best way, marking the start of one of television's most unexpected star turns. Number 2. Real-life TV executives hated the initial concept. Imagine executives in sleek 1970s suits, eyebrows raised as they read a script about a single, independent woman making it on her own in Minneapolis. That was the reality when Mary Tyler Moore and her creative team first pitched the show to CBS. Network leaders openly worried that audiences might reject Mary Richards, a woman who was neither married nor seeking a husband, something rarely seen in primetime comedy. Demands for script rewrites flew back and forth. They wanted her divorced, but creators pushed for Mary to just be single, aiming for authenticity instead of drama. Eventually, CBS took a leap of faith and greenlit the series, and that wager changed everything. The Mary Tyler Moore Show didn't just win over viewers with its Emmy-winning charm, it shattered outdated expectations and helped make it normal to see strong, single women front and center on TV. As the newsroom lights flickered on each episode, television itself transformed for every audience that followed. Number 3. Murray's Typewriter was a vintage sound trick. The Minneapolis newsroom always hummed, thanks to one little audio secret. That familiar clickety-clack behind Murray Slaughter's desk was movie magic, not machinery. Actor Gavin MacLeod, with a straight face and nimble fingers, pantomimed typing for every scene. In truth, the battered newsroom prop looked the part but didn't work at all. The real sound, a lively percussion of keys and carriage bells, came later, added by quick-fingered sound editors. Their aim? 2. Make the WJM-TV offices pulse with mid-century newsroom energy. Back in 1970, when the Mary Tyler Moore Show first aired on CBS, such details set the tone for a sitcom that felt both funny and alive. The newsroom was meant to buzz, even if that buzz was built in a studio. It's a clever illusion, reminding us how TV turns little tricks into big memories with only a prop, a gesture, and a sound effect. As we peek behind the curtain, it's easy to feel the warmth of that imaginary clatter and wonder what other secrets made that world so vivid. Number 4. Valerie Harper. Had to audition 3 times for Rhoda. Nerves, tension, the echoing sound of a casting room. That was Valerie Harper's reality before becoming Rhoda Morgenstern, one of TV's most beloved sitcom sidekicks. Even though she clicked instantly with Mary Tyler Moore during the earliest read-throughs for the show, studio execs just weren't sure. They worried her Bronx accent sounded too exaggerated, her look maybe not quite right for the part. Valerie returned not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, each try a new chance to prove her perfect mix of tough and vulnerable. When the show finally launched in 1970, all doubts disappeared. Harper's performance as Rhoda was magnetic, winning over viewers and critics alike. Over the 7 years she spent in the role, first on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, then on her own spin-off Rhoda, Harper earned 4 Emmy Awards. An underdog who triumphed through grit and heart, Valerie turned a casting struggle into a legacy. Sometimes you have to prove yourself again and again until the world just can't look away. Ready to revisit the next secret hiding behind the iconic Minneapolis skyline? Number 5. The show was almost set in Minneapolis by accident. If you picture Mary Richards tossing her hat, you almost see palm trees instead of snowy streets. Producers first toyed with planting the Mary Tyler Moore Show in Los Angeles, hoping to capture the everyday woman in a familiar big city. But as the script evolved, the creative team craved something less glossy, more grounded. Minneapolis, a city better known for icy lakes than showbiz glitz, wasn't the obvious pick. Yet in 1970, they embraced the change, setting Mary's journey among Midwestern accents and shimmering winter coats. This decision gave the series its lovable, down-to-earth charm and helped American viewers spot themselves, not just Hollywood, in Mary's story. Pretty soon, Minneapolis wasn't just a backdrop. It was a character, with the classic CBS opening skyline and snowy sidewalk gags making it unforgettable. Next time you hum the theme song, thank the serendipitous twist that put Minnesota on the television map and opened up years of sitcoms that celebrated life outside the coasts. Let's pause for a second. Did you ever wonder why shows chose certain cities? Which TV towns felt most like home to you? Big city or small town charm? Share your favorites and let's keep the nostalgia rolling. Number 6. Mary's fictional building became a real-life tourist attraction. The Queen Anne-style home at 2104 Kenwood Parkway became a small-screen star thanks to the Mary Tyler Moore Show and its unforgettable opening. It was Mary Richards' supposed apartment, instantly recognizable by fans from the very first episode in 1970. Set in the leafy heart of Minneapolis, the house's distinctive turrets and painted woodwork appeared every week as Mary tossed her hat in the air, a moment that said everything about big dreams and new beginnings. But reality marched right up those stone steps. For years after the show ended in 1977, die-hard viewers pilgrimaged to Minneapolis, snapping photos and trying to stand on that very same corner. The constant stream became too much for neighbors, who eventually put up a polite yet pleading sign, "Do not throw hats." Still, that house stands, a mecca for classic TV fans, symbolizing optimism and the magic of television. Even now, you can almost hear the theme song drifting through Minnesota air, as another generation hopes to find a little Mary in themselves. Number 7. Ted Knight had to hide his Emmy on set. Midway through the run of the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Ted Knight's comedic genius as Ted Baxter was earning real-world acclaim. In 1973, Ted Knight nabbed an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, but the Golden Statue caused him more stress than celebration. Ever the superstitious soul, Knight believed that displaying his Emmy would tempt fate. Maybe his luck would run out, or his performance would suffer. So he did what Ted Baxter might do. He hid it. Fellow cast members were stunned to find the iconic winged figure stashed behind props, tucked away backstage like a secret snack. Knight's quirky ritual became the stuff of backstage legend, blending real-life anxiety with the lovable insecurity of his on-screen persona. It was just another layer of the magic and oddity that pulsed behind the scenes at CBS each week. The Emmy may have been hidden, but Ted Knight's brilliance was front and center, lighting up every laugh track, episode after episode. Odd superstitions or not, some treasures just won't stay secret for long. Number 8. The set double served for Rhoda's apartment and Lou's office. Ever catch a glimpse of deja vu in the background as you watch the Mary Tyler Moore Show? Turns out, that was not your imagination. To keep budgets in check during the long run from 1970 to 1977, producers cleverly recycled a single set, transforming it by day into Lou Grant's commanding newsroom office and by night into Rhoda Morgenstern's snug, personality-filled apartment. With just a few quick changes, swap a battered desk for a vibrant ottoman, throw up a beaded curtain, shift a window here, the same 4 studio walls told 2 totally different stories. Mary's world reflected real working women, but behind the scenes, every square inch pulled double duty. This set magic wasn't just about saving money. It showed just how skilled TV crews in the 70s had to be, keeping viewers immersed without missing a beat. Next time you remember Mary tossing that iconic hat, picture a crew scrambling just out of frame, making a home and an office out of the very same space. Number 9. Ed Asner nearly lost his role after the pilot. When the Mary Tyler Moore Show premiered on CBS in 1970, Ed Asner took his first swing at Lou Grant, a newsroom boss who could flatten you with a glare. But after filming the pilot, producers felt something was off. Lou's brusque, growling delivery had everyone wondering if Asner's take was simply too harsh for a series built on warmth and wit. It all came down to a pivotal chat with the writers. Instead of losing Ed Asner entirely, they asked him to dial down the thunder just a notch. Asner listened, found Lou's quiet heart behind the gruffness, and delivered a performance the country would fall for week after week. Lou Grant became not only Mary's fearless mentor, but a television icon, a boss you'd want in your corner, even on your worst day. One small tweak and a dash of vulnerability gave viewers a character who felt real. Sometimes finding the right tone changes television history. Up next, we see how other shakeups kept the newsroom story so alive. Number 10. The iconic hat toss was improvised in the pilot. It's one of TV's most unforgettable moments. Mary Richards, in a bold swirl of joy, tossing her blue beret high into a frosty Minneapolis sky. The truth? That legendary hat toss wasn't in the script at all. Filmed in 1970 for the very first episode of The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Mary Tyler Moore herself improvised the gesture on Nicollet Mall, inspired by pure feeling and a hint of nerves about her new role. Producers loved it, and so did audiences. In a single airborne spin, Moore captured the spirit of an entire generation of women on the brink of independence, making the moment a lasting symbol of hope and possibility. The image became so iconic that TV Guide would later rank it among television's greatest moments of all time. All because a young actress decided, on the spot, to reach for her own bit of magic. Sometimes the best moments are the ones nobody plans, moments that let you believe, just for a beat, you're going to make it after all.